Hey there, internet friends. So, I thought about making this video the other day. Well, actually, I did, but I just never posted it. I didn't really think it was relevant because it wasn't that big of a deal. But now I see it in meme form, and it's a picture of Trump Jr., and it says Republican National Committee just admitted it used $94,800 of donors' money to buy copies of Donald Jr.'s new book so it would make it on the New York Times bestsellers list. But tell me again how Hunter Biden used his daddy's influence connections to enrich himself. No, I'm going to ignore that Hunter Biden part because that's horseshit. I mean, we can talk about how much money that stupid fucker actually made for not doing a goddamn thing, just for having his daddy's last name. But we'll ignore that for right now. And we'll get into this book thing here. This isn't anything new. I spent 15 years in the publishing industry, and I caught this myself and questioned it. I can't remember if it was Rush Limbaugh or Glenn Beck. It was when one of their new books come out. So we'd have, when they'd come into our warehouse, we'd have pallets and pallets of these books, right? And you'd have the ones that would go out that people would order. You'd have the ones that go out in bulk to bookstores. But then we also had a couple pallets that would just get on a truck and just take off right back up the road. Those were already sold and spoken for copies, and when I started looking into it, I found that they were going to a warehouse up in Washington. When I found out what the warehouse up in Washington was and that it was owned by, actually, it may have been a Dinesh D'Souza book. I'm not sure. But anyway, it was owned by one of the big RNC donor guys. And what they were doing was buying the book, and then if you sign up for their mailing list, you get a free copy of the book. And what that did was just pushed up book sales. And just because I said Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh and all those doesn't mean those were the only ones that were doing it. I mean, I've seen it happen with tons of books. They would just go with different titles, like most of them they were all political ones, but like the same thing would happen with like a new Maddow book would come out, Rachel Maddow, and Coulter books, Dinesh D'Souza. Trying to think of the other ones. The Obama books, those ones pallets would go to warehouses and they would just be given away, and it's all just increased sales. I mean, they're moving units. I guess the issue with Don Jr. is that they used their money, but what the fuck ever. Everybody's been doing this. It's nothing new, and spending $94,000 to buy some books, and if somebody donates to the campaign $20, they get a free book. Who gives a shit? The problem is that they count these bulk sales as individual copy sales, and then fucks it up. So there it is. There you go. Now you know how it works. They do it all the time. If they didn't record bulk sales as individual sales, you wouldn't have an issue. Have a good day.